So thinking about our audience and everything you've shared on leadership, inclusivity, the career journeys you've had, what 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 kind of advice would you give to maybe emerging leaders who are, at that point where they're trying to step up, and make some differences in the workplace? What advice would you give them, whether they're LGBTQ plus, Indigenous, Black,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. I think
doesn't
any,
matter.
as you said, a
It's, yeah,
human-centric approach here. What would
yeah.
be the advice you'd give?
I think, one of the things I talk about in both Pride Leadership as well as your career and my keynotes as well is the concept of silent collusion. And so if you're not familiar with that phrase, it's when someone says a disparaging remark and no one says a word to refute it, even if you're not on the receiving end. So, I often use the example, I was in a meeting and someone said, women drive. And no one said a word. No one refuted that, and yet I'm not a woman, but that's not cool. And so don't let those types of
Mm.
things go. And I don't care where you sit in the org chart. I don't care how short your journey or how long your journey has been on that professional path. We all have the power to create inclusive spaces regardless of our title. And so have that leadership courage. There's a reason why it's one of the six, but have that leadership courage to be able to step up. And it could be big or small things. It could just be like, whoa, I just let people know, I'm not on board with that. Or it could be like, wow, Bob, we'll say Bob was the person who said that, even if Bob is the senior executive. What did you mean by that statement? Having the courage to ask that and push that and not engage in silent collusion will not just be make the workplace better, but it's going to go super far to show that you're that inclusive leader. And that's what people want to see, especially in this day and age. So